Hey guys, so today I'll continue coding the Unpuzzle app. So let me just get started. Restream, update titles. Building an online education app using. So this is just to make a MVP, minimum viable product. Oh god. How do I turn off? So I'm connecting. Let's go. So today, I don't know. Let's see. What am I gonna be coding today? A lot of get and posts route, and I'm gonna try to deviate from that tutorial, the Unpuzzle tutorial. I mean the React Firebase tutorial. Let me open up everything. Post main. Let's go. We created. I need some water. Ooh, that was a lot of water. All right, so excuse me. Hey guys. Testing. Hey guys. Testing. So it seems like there's about like a 5 to 10 second delay. I'm just watching it on YouTube right now. Guys. So I'm just trying to figure it out. Testing. So it seems like there's about like a 5 to 10 second delay. I'm just watching it on YouTube right now. Guys. So let me get out of all these places. Man, I need a streaming computer. All right, now clone or download. So we got all that going. So what happened here? What did we code last? Okay, so we are here
with error.code. Cool. Okay. Let's error in case any error happens. Console.error.
So I think I'm over here. .doc.
And if
this handle is already taken.
But since we're already in a then block, we need to return this. So we return this, and then we chain another dot then, so that we'll have the result, or like the return this. Let's do here. Ready. Open a request, and let's give a JSON response.
So sign up route. Validate data. db.doc. New user dot handle. Okay, so we take the new user dot handle. We get it. Excuse me. db.docref, db.collection.doc. So what does doc do? db.doc. Still don't know what db.doc does. All right, so this is a spot. This is what I'm looking for to read into. .ref users ada. The key, last part of the path of the location of this document, the key of the location of this data snapshot. Okay. A data snapshot contains data from a database location. Anytime you from a database location. Okay, anytime you read data from the database, you receive the data as a data snapshot. A data snapshot is passed to the event callbacks you attach with on or once. Immutable. Immutable means you cannot change. Yeah. It cannot be modified and will never change to. You cannot change it. Okay. I'm looking for the .doc. Come on. .doc.
And the way we're going to structure our React app is that we're going to return not an array, an object. Collection is streams, and let's do .get, and then so this is docs, which has an array of type, which has a docs in it. So if you do data.docs, you'll see it has a property docs, which has an array of document snapshots, which are documents. So we can do data for each document, and we need to stop. We can do, so if you do data.docs, you'll see it has a property docs, which has an array of document snapshots. For each document, the function that now we need to return. Switch this and so this and the persistent have a message dot do so and return the snap error, and let's give a JSON.
I want to know why this doc.data.
And they see that this in it. So it's an array called streams. Empty for now. And here for each document we want to do streams.push. And we don't just do doc because this is just a reference. We do doc.data, which is the function that returns the data that's in.
So doc is a reference. A document reference refers to a document location in a Firebase database. Okay.
Inside the document.
Document reference c.doc cities db.collection.doc sf. So they're getting a doc based on a document name. Wow, okay. So let's go back to coding.
And now, after this for loop, this screen should be populated with the data of the screen that we have. Now we need to return them. So let's do return. Okay. So let's test this screen, this host screen. Let's make sure it's still working. So let's send a let's open up the screen. Let's go to to US Central instead of. If you're in America, now we're going to be using the Firebase library, which is actually a client library, but let's return it in case there's any error. Let's save, and let's run Firebase serve and see if this is working. So let's do /sign up instead. Let's copy, because the Firebase, the user, and let's do Firebase, and so that we'll have the result to here, and access, where you can use. Should work like this. A token. So let's return the token. So let's and this data. So let's do user and done. So we return this, and then we chain another dot then, so that we'll have the result or like the return promise from this call here, or which will hold data. Let's do here. Now this, if we get here, that means we have our user created. What we need to do now is I want to return an access token, an authentication token to our user, so that the user will later use to request more data. So we can do that by we know that in data here we have access to the ID, so let's do user ID equals data.user.uid for user ID, and we can do
.auth. There's something wrong here. So we got db.doc users new user.handle.get, then doc if doc.exists return. else return Firebase Yep, seems to be good.
Let's do here. Now this, if we get here, that means we have our user created. What we need to do now is I want to return an access.
Okay. Because .auth create user blah blah blah, this function is ran. So if doc.exists, then this handle is taken. If doc validate data .doc.get, then you get a document reference. If document reference exists, then return handle is taken. So wow, so this is how we validate data. Wow. Okay, so you get the document, you store information, db.docket.getIt, db.doc. You get the document reference. And even wow, gets a document reference instance that refers to the document at the specified path. A promise resolved with a document snapshot containing the current document. Then document snapshot, Firebase Firestore document data. Doc if dot exists, true. If this is true, if document exists, then wow, okay, cool.
Access token, an authentication token to our user, so that the user will later use to request more data. So we can do that by,
we're going to give an
ID.
ID
Data here we have access to
token.
The ID, so let's do user ID equals data dot user dot UID for user ID, and we can do data dot actually user ID. Where is it, user ID? Actually, we can even call it on the user itself. We don't need this, so we can do data dot user dot get ID token. Right now, it's not recognizing the type for some reason, but this should work. Get ID token. And this actually is a return the promise, so let's do return like this, and yeah, like this, and then let's chain another dot then, and this will have a token, so token here. Now this, if we get here, that means we have our user created. What we need to do now is I want to return an access token, an authentication token to our user, so that the user will later use to request more data. So we can do that by we know that in data here we have access, and we can data. So we can do that by we know that in data here we have access to the ID. So let's do user ID equals data dot user dot UID for user ID, and we can do data dot actually user ID. Where is it, user ID? Actually, we can even call it on the user itself. We don't need this, so we can do data dot user dot get ID token. Right now, it's not recognizing the type for some reason, but this should work. Get ID token, and this actually is a return the promise. So let's do return like this, and yeah, like this, and then let's chain another dot then, and this will have a token. So token don't know why the types are not being returned, being displayed properly, but let's just go with it. Let's return the token. So let's return the response.json. Let's give the status again of 201.json. Response.json. Types are not being being displayed properly, but let's just go with it. So token. Don't know why the types are not being being displayed properly, but let's just go with it. Let's return the token. So let's return the response.json. Let's give the status again of 201. JSON token. We can just say token like this because the name of the property and the name of the value are the same. So token like this should have the value of our token. Okay, let's delete this code here, and let's.
This will help me realize, or yeah, this concept will solidify if I do this.
Cache error, in case any error happens. Console.error.
Why is there two validate data? That's weird.
Error, and let's return it as a response. Res.status. Cool. Okay, let's actually, it's not putting them side by side. Let's run the same. Let's actually register a new user. So it does. So we have an access token.
$201. Come on, bro. Wait, something needs to happen here. db.doc.then return Firebase .auth .then return data.user.get token ID .then token return return res.status. There we go. There we go. We got a token. Now we will use this to access restricted parts.
Error. Let's register a user that already exists. So let's send the same request. So send. We should get, and there we go. We get an internal server error. Email already exists. Okay, so we shouldn't. This shouldn't be happening. We shouldn't get. Actually, no. This should be happening because it's the error from here. So let's handle it here. We don't want to return it like this. We want to check if the code of the error is this code exactly here. That means it's not a server error. It's just actually it is a client error technically. So what we need to do here, we can do if error.code, no code, equals this string auth, email already in use. We need to return I think, yeah, 400. Let's give a res.status 400.json, and the error pertains to email, so it's the email, and we say email is already in use. And if it's anything else, so else, return this. And do we have any other errors? I think we don't. Okay, so let's go to postman again, let's send this request. Cool, email is already, I think we don't. Email is already, and do we have to any other errors? I think we don't. Okay, so let's go to postman again, let's send this request. Cool, email is already in use. Now, we haven't yet created a field for this. We need to create a document for our user whenever they register, so let's do that. So right here, before we get the token, actually we don't return this token here, so let's store it in a variable. Let's do here, actually we don't return this token here, so let's store it in a variable. Let's do here, let token, initialize token here, and then here we have, let's do token equals token, and initialize token here, and then here we have, let's do token equals.
Alright guys, I'm gonna, my computer's slowing down, so I'm gonna keep coding offline and then maybe give you guys an update, maybe not, but yeah, see you guys later. It was fun streaming. I learned a lot, stayed quiet, learned a lot, read a lot of documentations. That's what you gotta do as a coder, so that is what it is. See you guys next time.